I'm busy. I'm going to sing this song to Rosie. I'm going to sing this one. A Squash and a Squeeze by Julia Donaldson and Alex Scheffler. Do 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 do. A little old lady lived all by herself, with a table, a chair, and a jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse, "There's not enough room in my house." "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your hen," said the wise old man. "Take in my hen? What a curious plan!" Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug, and flapped round the room, knocking over the jug. The little old lady cried, "What shall I do? It was pokey for one, and it's tiny for two. My nose has a tickle, and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your goat," said the wise old man. "Take in my goat? What a curious plan!" Well, the goat to the curtain and trod on the egg, then sat down to nibble the table leg. The little old lady cried, "Glory be! It was turny for two, and it's titchy for three. The hen pegs the goat, and the goat's got fleas, and my house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your pig," said the wise old man. "Take in my pig? What a curious plan!" So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen, and raiding the larder again and again. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore! It was titchy for three, and it's tiny for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she says, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. "Take in my cow? What a curious plan!" Well, the cow took one look and trod straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. The little old lady cried, "Heavens alive! It was teeny for four, and it's weeny for five. I'm tearing my hair out, and I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take them all out," said the wise old man, "but then I'll be back where I first began." So she opened the window and out flew the hen. "That's better at last, I can sneeze again." She shooed out the goat and she shoved out the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. She huffed and she puffed and she pushed out the cow. "Just look at my house, it's enormous now. Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was weeny for five, it's gigantic for one. There's no need to grumble and there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house, and now she's full of frolics and fiddly-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddly-dees. It isn't a squash or a squeeze." And that's the end. She's full of frolics and fiddly-dees. It isn't a squash or a squeeze. I hope you like that. Excited playing with his toys. Okay, goodbye, my darling. Catch it.